Hey everyone! A few of you had reached out and asked if I would update with how to do a fill on Builder Gel, so here we are. So I did my nails in the last video about 5 weeks ago, and as you can see, they definitely need a fill. A lot of people choose to do them every couple of weeks. I try to push mine out probably a little bit more than I should. So this is 5 weeks. I've already prepped my nails, so I already clean back my cuticles, push them, and what I did was a lot of filing. So I take a file and go over to get rid of the shiny coat of the Builder Gel and the top coat. And so I file all this, and then I go through and make sure you can see on this finger, there's a little extra filing here. It's not a perfect, curve with the grow out because I change my mayonnaise. I try to every week in 5 weeks. So there's a lot of, taking mayonnaise off of peel base and putting on. So there's some lifting that happens. So I went through and I filed down to make sure that any areas that were lifted were taken care of. So everything's smoothed out and there's no top coat and there's no shiny top left on any of them. You can see on my thumb, which took a little bit more of a beating this time than the rest of the nails, but I still have some filing to do here. You can see how it's a little bit lighter in color, a little bit whiter. That means that there's some lifting, and I still have some filing to do on that one before I will fill it. So the rest of these are good to go. I'm going to show you, just like we did the Builder Gel with paper forms and dual forms, I'm going to show you how to do a fill just on top of your nail. We don't need any paper forms because I have all the length I need, and then with dual forms. So we're going to jump right into it. Just like when you do your nails, I'm going to start with a bond. I'm using Young Nails Protein Bond. And I'm going to put this on the 2 nails that we're going to do all right. So the bond is going on the whole nail. Give that a minute to dry and make sure we have the rest of our supply. So just like when you do Builder Gel, we'll have the brush, our gel, gel base, gel top coat. For the nail that I'm doing with forms, I have my form already picked out and then my clip. And then if you have any questions about size forms or what you need to do Builder Gel using dual forms, you can always check out my other video from December, and that'll show how we did those nails. Okay, so this is drying up. We're going to get the gel base ready, and we're going to start with our dual form nail. Okay, so we're putting thin coat of gel base. Don't mind my writing on my bottles. I like to label everything so when I open my drawer, I can grab exactly what I need. All right, so the gel base will go over the entire nail since your Builder Gel is also going to go over the whole nail. So stick it under the lamp, 30 seconds. I'm still using the same lamp that I got last time. It's still kicking. My $10 Amazon deal lamp has been really, really good to me. So I'm still using that one. And we're going to get our brush ready. If you've been using Builder Gel, you can attest to how incredibly sticky it is. I know I said it in the last 2 videos, but I'll talk again in this one about the importance of having alcohol, either a bottle of rubbing alcohol or alcohol wipes around to do Builder Gel cleanup. So it's really easy to clean up. You just definitely need to have some alcohol at the ready. All right, so we're going to take some Builder Gel on our brush. You don't need a lot because you're just doing a fill. So we're not building any length. We already have the thickness of the Builder Gel on our nail from when we built the nail. We're really just looking to fill in the back, or however much we ended up filing off, however much you need to fill in. And then also to just, at least in my case, put a little bit over the whole nail because I did file quite a bit to make sure I got the shine down and to make sure I got anything that was loose and lifting off. So just like before, you're going to put it on and kind of push the Builder Gel around. Make sure you get it all the way to the back of your cuticle line. And I'm going to get a little bit more. I think I said in the last video too, I always end up doing my nails a little bit thicker, but we're also going to do some filing on this one too. With the dual forms, you don't really end up filing as much as with these because your gel's going on a little bit smoother. Okay, so we filled our builder gel all the way to the cuticle. Give it a look, make sure it's gives you the curve that you want. I'm going to flip it upside down. This just helps the builder gel level out and kind of smooth itself out and kind of helps you get that apex that you're looking for. All right, so we flipped it upside down. Check it and you can see that it's not totally as smooth as when you use the dual form. So we're going to do some filing to get it there. But it's looking pretty good. I might add a little bit more. I always go with the idea that it's easier to take a little bit off at a time than to have to add more. So I'd rather put a little extra and have to do a little bit more filing than to end up having to do this 3 times to add more builder gel on. Okay. Okay, so our builder gel is on our nail. We're going to pop it into the lamp for 60 seconds to cure it. And I'm going to get my alcohol pad ready. So yes, clean up your builder gel. Either a bottle of rubbing alcohol. I really love these. You can get them on Amazon or you can grab them from the dollar store. And they're just little alcohol prep pads. I use these to wipe everything down, get rid of the sticky, clean my brush, wipe my nails down. You probably heard a little bang earlier. My finger got stuck to the builder gel jar. Again, I'll reiterate too, as I said in the first video, this little piece of paper, this little piece of foil, when you open it, when you open your builder gel, don't rip it all the way off. You definitely are going to want to keep that on to keep your builder gel somewhat intact inside the jar. And always make sure it is stored upright so you don't have any leaks or spills. All right, we have 5 seconds left on this nail. And then we're going to wipe it down and file it up. Okay, so we cured for 60 seconds. There is our builder gel nail. I'm going to open up the alcohol prep pad, wipe it down to get rid of that sticky. A few people asked about it and said after they cured, their nails were still sticky. You just need to give it a wipe to get that layer off. And here it is. It's not sticky anymore. And we're going to grab our file. And this is when, if you wanted to fix up your shape a little bit, if you wanted to file them down. I'm trying to see how long I can get mine to grow. I did them a little bit shorter with builder gel, and now I'm just kind of letting them go. So since you kept your shape already, or since we kept the shape already and we just put builder gel on top, we won't really need to do a lot of side filing or shaping. It's really just going to be along the top to smooth out our lines. All right. Finish that up. Okay. So once you have it filed, brush it off. These are also a Mani lifesaver for me. Dusting off powders in between dips and for cleaning out when I'm either filing or prepping my nails at the beginning. I love these brushes. They are awesome. Okay, so we're going to give our nail a once over. Get into focus there. Make sure it is the shape we want, the smoothness we want. Everything looks pretty even. I'm just going to give it a quick little test here. All right. So that nail is done. It has been filled. I'm going to put a gel top coat on there. You don't have to do a gel top coat. I know I talked about this too in the initial video. I prefer to use peel base so I can take my mayonnaise on and off as I please and change them as often as I want. So I prefer to do a top coat because it helps the peel base come off a little bit more easily, a little bit more quickly. If you are looking to keep your mayonnaise on as long as possible, you can skip the gel top coat and then you could just go right from filing into putting a dip base on and doing your dip nails or your gel nails as you normally would. All right, and I'm going to get ready now to do the other nails. So for this one, we'll need a form. So like I said, we'll grab the form, make sure that it's sized a little bit larger than your nail or just about the size of your nail. You don't want it smaller because once you add the builder gel into the form and then put it on your nail, if it's too small, it will keep popping off and it won't build the nail up on all sides the way you want it to. So you want to make sure you're either going the size of your nail or a little bit bigger. I sized up a little bit for mine to make sure I got all the sides. I had a problem with that when I was testing this out before. Okay, so here is I used a no wipe gel top coat, so it's not sticky. Some need a alcohol wipe at the end. This brand is not. And if you can see, let me try to see if I can get up here in a little better focus. Okay, so you can see our nail. What I love about this is since we filed off all of the areas that have lifted, you can't even tell we did a fill. It's smooth, there's no line showing, so we could do a French mani on this nail right now and not have any of the lines back here showing where we did a fill. It is just a perfectly clean, looks like a brand new builder gel nail. All right, so now we already have our bond on this nail. We're gonna do this one for the middle nail for the dual form. So we already have our bond on there. So we're gonna do a thin coat of gel base. Please excuse this hand too. I'm gonna do these next. So I have 2 fresh hands ready for new manis tomorrow. Okay, so our gel base is on. We're gonna put it in and cure it for 30 seconds. Make sure we have everything else we need. Another alcohol wipe and our builder gel, dual form, and at the ready. All right, we have about 10 seconds left. All right. So remember, we're not, even though this is a little bit tacky from the gel base, you do not want to wipe off your nail at this point with alcohol because you want to make sure it stays tacky. A few people had asked after the last videos about their builder gel not staying on. So you want to make sure you do a gel base and make sure you don't wipe off the tackiness so it helps the builder gel adhere to your nail. So we're just going to be careful at this point that we're not, getting it into anything or keeping it clean. So here's our dual form. We're ready to put our builder gel in. And just like in the last video, we needed a little bit more builder gel. This time, we don't need as much, and we're gonna make sure to keep it a little bit more towards the cuticle. We still don't wanna flood the cuticle with it, so we're gonna spread it out. But last time when I filled the form, I put a lot more down here towards the tip because I was building up my nail, and I like mine a little bit thicker. But now we're gonna put the builder gel in and keep it a little bit more towards the back. It is so sticky. Okay. All right. So we're gonna have our clip ready. Just like before, you wanna make sure when you put the clip on, this part with the little window is on top of your nail so that your light has a chance to cure the builder gel, because if you put this side down, it won't necessarily cure through the plastic. So we're gonna get the clip ready. I'm gonna put this down, starting at the cuticle. Move everything out of the way so I can show this to you. And everything is so sticky. Okay. All right, we're gonna put this down by the cuticle and push on. You can kind of see in here that you'll see the builder gel going more towards the front. Let me push that down. All right. So we're gonna add our clip. Make sure that's in place, and we're gonna pop it in for 60 seconds. Hey everyone, sorry about that. I had some technical difficulties at the very end of my last video, so I'm gonna redo this dual form nail, and I'm gonna try really hard to see if I can just merge these two videos together instead of having to create an entire new video for you and have them in the same place. So I'm going to see if I can do a little bit of YouTube research to get that done. So anyway, this was the end of our nail that we just did. I'm going to do this one real quick just so I can show you the whole process all the way through. Okay, so I'm going to do it quickly because I'm hoping I can just merge these two videos into one YouTube video, and then you can just see it the whole way. So we're adding some bond. All right, give that a minute to dry, and we're going to get our gel base ready. Thankfully, I had the form for that finger handy. All right. Thin coat of gel base. And we're going to pop it in here for 30 seconds. This will also give you a chance to see how quickly you can do a nail. All right, I've got my builder gel ready. I've got my form ready. I've got my clip ready again. Well, this will give me a chance to say anything that I didn't get to say last time. So, what I didn't get to say last time was when you're putting your gel in, make sure that you're not putting too much in because you don't want to add too much thickness to your nail, which can always be filed down. But I think also the whole point of doing these two is that you don't have to do as much filing, especially on top. But, so you don't want to put too much in, but you want to add enough gel in so that it's going all the way to the end of your nail, because that'll be a problem too. If it only goes halfway down your nail, then they'll be very uneven. So you don't want too much, but you don't want too little. So you find the sweet spot for how much gel is going in there, which will also depend on how much filling you have to do of your nail. So this nail that we're doing now didn't need too much of a fill, and it doesn't need any length, so it's pretty smooth in the back. Okay, so we're gonna start back here at our cuticle, push it down, and you want to make sure you push down enough too that you're not adding too much height to your nail. So if you don't push this down and it stays, you know, up here, then your nail will also be too thick. So you kind of want to make sure you're pushing it down enough and get rid of those air bubbles from moving it around. Okay. Put the clip on. And I'm going to show you what I meant. You can kind of see that right now the builder gel is not going all the way to the end. If you can see it, the builder gel is going right here. So that means that will leave a big dent on our edge of our nail. So I'm going to push this form down a little bit more to make sure it's going over the edge, because I don't want to add any thickness to my nail. I just wanted to add more of a fill in the back and maybe a little bit of a top layer. I don't want to add thickness to it. So it's really easy to just file that thickness off. Okay, so now we're all set. It's smooth. I can see right here that the builder gel went all the way to either the end of my nail or past my nail. And we're going to pop it in for 60 seconds. All right, so we'll have our gel top ready, our alcohol pad ready, and we shouldn't need to do any top filing on the nail, but we'll just do a little bit of shaping, and we'll have to file off the edge of the builder gel that went out past our nail. I'm really sorry about the technical issue in the videos. I'm really going to start looking into, since so many people have been asking me to show different things, I'm going to look into editing. So if there's a technical difficulty or I make a mistake, I can, edit it out and not have to start the whole video over or add some fancy stuff so you're not staring at my nail table. So I'm going to look into some of that for everybody. So thank you for everyone who's watched so far. It's just a little hobby of mine, so I'm happy to help or, show tips and tricks of what I've learned along the way. So, all right, our nail is done. We're going to remove the clip. We're going to we're going to wiggle this around to loosen it up so we're not ripping our new builder gel off. You can kind of see it lifting towards the back. Okay. Finish popping it off, and now you'll be able to see we have to clean up this back edge a little bit, and then you can see that the extra builder gel went right off the front edge. So we're going to, which is exactly what we wanted, we're going to use our alcohol pad to clean up the sticky on the nail and get underneath too. All right, we're going to grab our file, clean up the edge, clean up the front, and you can always look underneath too, so you can see how far down you're filing off that builder gel. And like I said before, builder gel files so easily. So it's very easy to overfile, so you want to go nice and slow. We're going to file this side. All right, brush it off and see where we stand. All right, and I always come in with my little cuticle nippers just to get any excess. Let me see if I can show you here. Okay, so if there's a little bit of right here, there's a little excess, I just use these to take that excess right off. And there's a little bit more right here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do a quick file just to make sure I have everything extra off the edges. So when I go to dip, it'll be nice and smooth. I also really love using these little really thin files too to get around the edge. Okay. And then I'm just going to do one more check that we've gotten all the excess off the front and that our nail's looking how we want it. Okay. All right, so we can do one final brush off. Add our gel top coat. All right. And we're going to put it in for 30 seconds. Clean up our area and then we'll be all done. And like I said before, we don't need another alcohol prep pad to clean off because we used a no wipe gel top coat, but if you do, you can always just do a quick swipe at the end. And then as always, I finish with cuticle oil. I'm going to finish the rest of my nails, but always cuticle oil because we've been filing, we've been using Bond, alcohol, all kinds of stuff on them. So here is our nail. Yeah, just need a little cuticle oil because you can see I'm a little dry from where we filed close to the edge. But there's our nail, and you can see on all 3 nails now that we've done, there's no fill lines. So whether you're using the dual forms, which give you a really nice apex on your nails, or whether you're just using a brush and doing your own fill, there should be no fill lines as long as you make sure that you are getting rid of any lifting that's happened and do a good filing before. And that's it. I'm going to go see if I can combine these 2 videos. And if anyone has any questions or wants to see anything else, let me know. Thank you.